time, I've been on a path of discovering other things. Oh my, what is that? I heard it. Anyway, for instance, I'm starting to learn more about the Quran and, Hebrew and the Torah. I haven't got that book yet. I've just been online, really. I want to get all of that, but, life. And the reason I got on that path was because of a dream I had quite a few years ago. I don't know how quite a few years means to anybody else, but I'm going to say about 2 years now. I would say about 2 years ago. I have witnesses. And she told me, a feminine voice told me the name of Joseph, which I know, and Yeshua, which I didn't know at the time. I think I've heard of it throughout my life, but it meant nothing to me because it wasn't Jesus. And my relationship was with Jesus Christ. So Yahusha meant nothing to me, and I wouldn't ever go in that direction ever because Yahusha is not the name that saved my life. Jesus is. So I didn't know what that dream really meant until I started investigating what's Joseph? Is it Joseph? Yeah, Joseph. And then why is it talking about Yeshua? It didn't even mention about Jesus Christ at all. Just Joseph and Yeshua. She showed me the name of Joshua, and then she didn't change the spelling, she just changed the pronunciation to Yeshua instead of Joshua. And I was like, what the heck is going on? It was like kindergarten. Woke up, figured it out, went to Google, did the search, and that's how I found out Yeshua is Jesus Christ. And I'm like, what? No way. And then I'm like learning the gaps of language barriers and originally, and that's how I got to Yahusha, which is why I call him Yahusha now. And I don't judge anyone who calls him Jesus. I know that there's a lot of people demonizing the word Jesus once they realize the real name of Jesus Christ. And I'm not all on that. I'm not about that. But I am about disinformation because we know Jesus Christ based on the information that we grew up learning. That's like my nickname is Kitty Cat, but some people, they don't know me and they only know me by that name. And so people who know me by my natural name don't know who they're talking about when people try to describe me as Kitty Cat. So unless I make it known, it's two different people as far as anybody else is concerned, and that's how I feel like Jesus is. And I don't think it changes anyone. I don't think it changes who he is as a person. Just because we had a revelation of something new, because what that does is change us. It's always about changing us, because Yahusha, I think the only thing that's changed about Yahusha is some of the translation. It's all about the translation gaps and the deep meaning of the words. So when you change a word, you have to be careful because it changes the meaning, changing, which is kind of a domino effect of changing a lot of other things. And that's where I consider the misinformation, because it is fragile. Ooh. So you might want to keep that in consideration. So now, what I was actually going to talk about though was Revelations. There's people every year, people are afraid of the end times. Whereas about every 3 years, 3 is the magic number, there's like a whole ruckus of, it's the end of days, always. I am now gonna be 50 soon. I'm gonna be 50. I'm halfway to 100. Anyway, now that I'm like, it happens, and it's like, wow, is this ever gonna change? Like, the end times hasn't come. And then you got people I know that believe that it has come and gone already, which wouldn't surprise me if it did. And at least it was a transition which did not make me burn in hell. But if that were the case, I mean, none of the signs, like the real serious ones, came to pass. So I really don't believe that. Like, apparently there's supposed to be like, what, fire coming from the sky or something? None of that's happened. Just bits and pieces of truth come out. So until all of these things come to pass, I wouldn't like be too serious about trying to get up to. I wouldn't be too serious about that. And I don't get too scared either, because I do my best to be righteous. I try to not sin. I mean, I do my best, and that's all I can can always be better. So once I get to where I think my best is, the best goes up. You can always do even better once you get to your best. Once you get there, you can do better. So it's a never-ending journey. It's a never-ending journey. And so the only thing that makes me a little nervous is I have to always stay humble and know that no matter how perfect I try to be, I'll never come to perfection. And the only way I get to perfection is giving what is left of me to God, to Yosha. He makes me perfect. And he fills the gaps. Teaches you how to not hang on the string that God holds you up on. Don't hang there. It's like you picking up a kid who just literally hangs in your arms. He's so much heavier, or she's so much heavier. She just lifted her head up a little bit, lifted her head up, used her arms to hold you back. You're still holding your child, but it's not as strenuous, it's not heavy. She's more independent, or he's more independent. It makes it a little easier. So God takes you as you are, but doesn't leave you there. You gotta hold your head up. You gotta walk it out, okay? And since I'm unsure, I just always say, my prayer is, please don't hurt me. I don't want to go out in flames and scream in fire. I don't want to be beat to death. I don't want to rot with some freaking virus. I don't want to do all those things. And have mercy on me. Have mercy on my body and have mercy on my soul. Keep me under your wing. Keep me under your grace. Keep me in your favor in the name of Yosha. And then keep on keeping on and keep on doing your best. And know that he comes like a thief in the night. So nobody, including the angels, they do not know when he's coming for us. So if you get a revelation from an angel, a spirit, it's a liar. Because they don't know. You can only pay attention to the signs that Jesus said there would be. And be ready. So, are you ready?